worship you. I worship you. And you are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness, my God, that is who you are. And you are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness, my God, that is who you are. You are here, turning lives around. I worship you, I worship you. You are here and you're healing every heart. I worship you, yeah, I worship you. And you are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness, my God, that is who you are. And you are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness, my God, that is who you are. And that is who you are. Yeah, that is who you are. Even when I don't see it, you're working. Even when I don't feel it, you're working. You never stop working. You never stop. Jesus, you are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness, my God, that is who you are. I know you are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness, my God, that is who you are. Yeah, that is who you are. That is who you are. Jesus, that is who you are.
Chimney, chim, chimney, chim, chim, chiroo. I don't remember the rest of the words of the song, but I like it.
I've got
How
my
about
left
you?
on in my right.
Oh, that was awesome! Wait,
Gotcha.
go.
Sounds like there's a bit of rain up above the cave.
Oh, yes. There's a bat. Oh, no, echo show.
Because it's
There's a
raining.
bat.
Since it's raining, they like to
They're
come in the
like,
cave.
they're everywhere.
Yeah.
They're everywhere. All the rain
Oh,
is
my
making
goodness.
all the bats come out. They're like everywhere. I'm scared.
All right, so bear with us, guys.
I'm scared.
Listen, I'm DJ Shawnee D.
I'm
He's just scared.
I'm scared.
He's Fedge. Fedge. It's okay. Remember, we can't be fearful.
It's true.
Can't be fearful.
Be courageous and be bold.
Yes. Be
Okay.
bold. Be bold. As you barrier into the cave.
Oh, let's do it.
Okay. So, do you have any fun things that you want to talk about today?
Oh, do I have any fun things?
Sure. Nothing fun?
There's two lots of bats
The bats.
around. I'm
Again,
really
yes, the
scared.
bats are very, very scary. Absolutely, they are. Why are you wearing that hat?
Oh, because I don't know.
You don't know why?
Oh,
Did you?
it's really scary.
Where did you get it? Did you get it from a store?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. The bats are just scaring you like crazy,
They're really scaring me.
Hey, well, you know what? You know what'll actually get you over the fear of the bats?
What's that?
The memory verse.
Maybe that'll help.
We have somebody
Maybe
else that's
that'll
going to
help.
share the memory
Really?
verse.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and turn to them while they share the memory verse, okay?
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Hey guys, we're going to do the memory verse. I have spoken these things to you while I remain with you. But the Counselor, the Holy Spirit, whom the Father will send in my name, will teach you all the things and remind you of everything I have told you. John 14, 25, and 26.
That was a great memory verse. verse.
That helped me. That memory verse helped me a lot because I was really scared of the bats that are still flying around us. But it's good that the rain stopped.
Yeah.
So maybe the bats will. Oh, good. The bats are starting to go away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Starting to fly back outside.
It's a little easier to be bold and courageous.
Yes. Be fearless.
Fearless.
Bold and brave.
I got this.
Hey,
Let's do it.
you know what?
Hay is for horses and donkeys and llamas and mules.
Should I say whelp?
Yeah.
Whelp.
Oh,
It's time for the question of the day.
question of the day.
And somebody's going to ask us the question of the day. Do you mind?
I was going to answer the question of the day. Maybe not necessarily in that order.
I want you to answer it, but we're going to have somebody else ask it. Is that okay?
But I wanted to.
Well, there's other people that
Maybe
wanna...
I should share.
Yes.
Sharing is caring.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Hey guys, here's my question. We often make choices about how to use our money, time, or talents. Sometimes we save up money to buy something on our own. What would you buy and why?
What would I buy? Oh, man. Are we talking like an infinite amount of money?
No, like something if you went out and maybe you were old enough to mow the yard, or you did some chores at home. Not an infinite amount of money,
But we had
like,
some money.
Yeah, if your mom or dad, guardian had some money that they could give you, and you could buy something.
I would probably buy something for my bike.
Oh, your bike.
Yeah.
Oh, Red Lightning. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bikes are pretty cool. They're one of my favorites.
Yeah. I love your name, Red Lightning, for the bike.
Okay.
I want to copy it.
You can't. It's trademarked.
But can I do Golden Lightning?
No, it's too close.
Too close. Okay. Anyways.
What would you?
Yeah. I was thinking about it really long and hard, and I was thinking, you know what? This would really help me when I was really afraid and scared, like of those bats. I would save up to buy a talking teddy bear. That way I can hold him and squeeze him and love him, and he would let me know that everything's gonna be okie dokie artichoke.
Okie dokie artichoke.
Okie dokie artichoke.
After a while, crocodile.
There's something else I could say to that, but I don't remember what it was.
It's okay.
Okay, but yeah, a teddy bear. A teddy bear. That's what I want to order.
Teddy bear, cool. Well, you know, it's about this time.
Where's my teddy bear? I want my teddy bear back. Somebody just came behind me.
Breath away. Were you
my teddy
sleeping back
bear?
there, Pat?
No, it's just
Oh, it's just Pat Attack.
being safe.
My life.
Well, here, come on in, Pat Attack. Oh, guys, look what we found.
Yeah! Wow!
He's been back there the whole time. We didn't even know it. That's crazy.
Oh,
I
Welcome
love
to the
your
show.
purple
to be
hair.
honest with you, I went down there when the rain was starting. I heard a little bit of thunder, and I fell asleep. I woke up, the rain wasn't there, and I heard you guys were already here hanging out, so I thought I'd
Purple is
join
one of
you.
my favorite colors. You know why? Because there's this football team called the Minnesota Vikings, and they're purple, and I say, go Vikings.
You know, my favorite football team is the Ravens.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They have
also
purple
purple.
too.
They're purple too, but I'm sorry, because the Vikings are better.
How did you get purple hair?
I do have purple hair.
You do. Did you like dye it?
I don't remember dyeing it.
Whoa, might have happened when you were asleep.
I hope no one pranked me when I was
It
sleeping.
reminds me like of one of those Fed's dreams where things just like actually happen.
Fedge, did you do this?
Because that would be lying. So
I didn't
maybe?
say do it.
It
Maybe.
looks
I'm
good.
sorry, I did. I did.
Well, we'll roll.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry.
It's fine. Well, we already know why we're here, right? We're here to hang out with each other and here
Yeah.
to talk about Jesus.
I want to learn more about Jesus.
Yeah,
So
so-
last week we learned about the Sermon on the Mount, right? With baseball and home runs.
Yep.
You took the words right out of my mouth. We did talk about the Sermon on the Mount.
The Mount.
with a T.
Mount. Aren't those like the officers in Canada? Like the Mounties?
The Mounties.
Mounties.
Yeah.
Kind of, because they're also has to do with a mountain.
Yeah.
Did you hear the mountains tremble? Did you hear these singers roar? Here we go. When the lost began to sing of Jesus Christ, the risen Lord.
We already had worship.
Oh, yeah, that's right, we did.
That's right, we did. My bad.
It's okay.
My bad.
So last week, talking about Sermon on the Mount.
Mount, yep.
On the Mount.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And we talked about what Jesus wants from us. He talked about how to live in the kingdom, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus talked often about a kingdom coming, right? And how his how people would know his disciples and what we should strive to be as his followers.
Oh, that's right. And I made that crazy Play-Doh. I hope you all send in your videos to show me how to do that. Because I watched a couple and they definitely did.
I hope you didn't
definitely
eat as much as Fedge did.
Yeah.
Or use more salt.
But it was that salt. Like you said, Jesus wants us to be the salt of the earth, to shine his light, even in the darkest places.
Yeah. Another thing's like we know that like saltiness is something that's like, oh, it makes things taste better, right? And so I get that metaphor and talk about we should be the salt of the earth, right? We should bring some new, almost like a new force, right? We're carrying God, but also salt is also used to preserve things.
Yeah,
That's true.
Did you know that?
I didn't.
So that's pretty cool.
Especially back then when they didn't have refrigerators.
Oh, yeah. And maybe last a day and then it was gone bad. And yeah.
So interestingly enough, like that's a teaching in which followers of Jesus, they should know about things that Jesus taught about, right? And what Jesus was really like. If we think about it, that's what Jesus came to do. He came down to earth, and yes, he healed people, right? But he was here primarily to teach about what God was like, right? And so we learned about that. Now today, we're going to learn about something that it's honestly one of my favorite things to see, and I'll talk about it later. But it involves counting the cost.
Counting.
Yeah. So
1, ha 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 ha. 2, ha ha ha. They count.
kind
3,
of in a way. So in this way.
What comes next?
Where did you leave off? 3?
3.
3.5?
3.5.
4. Yeah, so counting, right? Keeping track of, right? That's what we do when we count, keeps track of. So what we're going to learn about is counting the cost and following Jesus. You guys ready to watch the video?
Yes.
I have decided to follow
All right.
Jesus. I have decided.
Large crowds traveled with Jesus. Many people wanted to follow him. One man said, "Teacher, I will follow you wherever you go." Jesus told the man, "Foxes have dens and birds of the sky have nests, but the Son of Man has no place to lay his head." Another disciple said, "Lord, I will follow you, but first let me go and bury my father." Jesus replied, "Follow me and let the dead bury their own dead." Jesus told the people that following him wouldn't be easy. It would cost them a lot. Anyone who comes to me must be willing to leave his family. You must love me most of all, more than your own life. Anyone who is unwilling to suffer cannot be my disciple, Jesus said. Jesus urged the people to think about what they were doing. He told them a story. If you wanted to build a tower, you would first sit down and figure out what it would take to complete the tower. Otherwise, you would build the foundation and be unable to finish. People would laugh at you. Then he told them another story. If you were a king, you wouldn't go to war against another king without considering whether your army would be great enough to win the war. If you have too few men to fight, you would send some men to ask for peace before the battle even started. Jesus wanted the people to consider the cost. If you are not willing to give up everything you have, you cannot follow me, Jesus said. Following Jesus means giving him complete control of your life. That is not easy, but it is worth it. Jesus said, "Whoever gives up his life for me will find true life." What good is it to have everything you want in the world if you give up life with God forever? Jesus taught that following him is not easy. It requires commitment and sacrifice. When we trust in Jesus, we give him complete control over our lives. True life is found in Jesus, who gave up his life to rescue us from sin and death. He is worth it.
That was a good one. Did you like that?
I did like that.
You got a hair.
Oh, not a rabbit?
Is it
An actual
purple?
hair.
Is it a purple one?
Okay.
No, it wasn't the purple one. This is the
wow.
purple hair. Guys, this story actually means a lot to me. This story being counting the cost and learning that what Jesus is saying in this story is that,
Oh,
You were itching, so I figured I'd
Thanks.
itch. Thank you.
scratching my itch. Oh, I'm a little hungry.
Oh, wow. Was that thunder or was that the rumbly in your tumbly?
My stomach, I haven't had lunch
Oh,
yet.
wow.
that was a big rumble.
Yeah.
Well, following Jesus. This story teaches us it's not easy. It's not. Following Jesus, Jesus says Jesus says it's going to be difficult.
It's gonna be hard.
It's going to be hard, right?
There's gonna be
And-
persecution even.
Yeah.
Persecution? What does that mean?
It means people might say bad things to you or be mean to you for what you believe.
Well, because I love Jesus, people are going to be mean to me?
Sometimes. People may reject him so much that they might.
This is one of my favorite things about Jesus and an explicit teaching that Jesus has. Now, the reason for that is when I was a little kid, I didn't know that. And I didn't really know a whole lot about Jesus. And so the people that would teach me about Jesus, whether it be, my friends and things like that, they kind of, it seemed like it was that when you have a relationship with Jesus, only good things happen to you, right? When you pray, Jesus is going to heal you every single time, right? If I'm ever hurt, don't worry about it. If you pray about it, it's fixed, right? And I just didn't understand that, because what happens if I am sick and I was like, or maybe someone in my family's sick and I pray and they stay sick.
He's not a genie in a bottle.
Right.
We don't get 3 wishes.
But what we've been learning about in some of these stories in the past couple weeks is that, remember when there was a blind man and his disciples asked, well, what did he do against God? Right? Well, how did he sin? How did his parents sin? And it's a story like this that when we're hurting, we don't have to say, well, I guess I just don't believe in God because I'm hurting right now. And this is a story that teaches that life will be hard. We will struggle. We will have physical pain. We might not feel that great, right? But,
Do you need
right?
some help again?
I'm good.
Remember, we have that spiritual relationship with Jesus, right? And that is where we have ultimate peace and we have joy, no matter what happens in our lives.
Choose joy, let it move you. There we go, guys. Let it
Exactly.
move you. I choose joy. I'm sorry, I totally interrupted you again.
No, it's okay.
My fault.
But Jesus in this story is teaching us that we need to consider what it's going to be like to follow him, right? Well, Jesus wants us to be able to follow him without distractions of say, like, hard to word this, but let's say that all I ever do is I want to play my video games all the time.
Oh,
Right?
You mean that other day when I played the video games from the instant I woke up to the instant I went to bed? That might have not been the best decision.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So what Jesus teaches us is that we have these things that all we want to do is focus on these things, and Jesus always says, "Hey, follow me." Right? Follow me. But Jesus in this story, he says it's not easy, right? He says that if you're going to build, let's say you want to build a building, right? He says, well, don't you think that you should think about how you're going to do that and what it's really going to take for you to do, right, before you do it, right? And so this is an important thing, and we should know that, like, we have to have the understanding that when we follow Jesus, it's not just for just all the really easy physical things that we think come along with following Jesus, but we know that when we follow Jesus, it is something that is going to last forever. Forever. Okay, so long time. And we have to realize that when we follow Jesus, we don't get too distracted with the things that are happening here when they're hurting us.
Like I'm gonna follow right after that train.
Or like the challenge of the day, follow this up.
Oh, even better!
Yeah!
Guys, can I stick around this time?
Please do, Pat. We need some more people to help us play this
Oh,
game.
yes.
I would love to.
Cool.
Pat Attack, Paige, and Shawnee D playing the challenge.
All right, how do we play?
All right, let's all stand up real quick.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna get some stuff. Why don't you stand up? Do you not want to stand up?
Just wanted to sit for a minute.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah. Sometimes I like just to kick back, relax.
So you guys
Water
hungry?
bottle in my hand.
You guys hungry? I brought a picnic.
Oh, you brought a picnic?
I did.
Yes!
Yeah.
I love picnics.
Well,
like Winnie the Pooh
I've
and
got a lot of
Tigger and
food in here.
Piglet. When all my friends from the 100-acre woods, we have a picnic together. I love doing that.
There is a bit of a catch though.
Oh,
the
what's that?
challenge of the day, we're gonna pick some food out of here, but you guys have to guess the price.
Guess the price?
Yep, you guys have to guess how much it costs. And you guys try to guess out at home too. So if those of you that are watching, we want you to guess too, right? Call them out, Fedge.
Yeah, Brad, please watch.
Yeah.
And,
Price them out,
and
right?
Dylan, definitely me. And Tammy, please.
But before we get to the game, because it's super exciting, we're gonna watch some of your challenges from last week that you guys sent in. Does that sound okay to you
Really?
guys?
That's cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Great. So we're gonna watch you guys real quick, and then we'll get back to ours right now.
Okay. Hello. I already got my flour poured in. So do you know who's gonna pour his in right now? Come on. Pop, pop, pop. Okay, I'm gonna pour my salt in. Back. Okay. I'm gonna put this in for mine. Come on, come on. Okay, I think that's good. Well, I'm gonna pour 1 cup of water, I think. Yeah, 1 cup of water. Okay. Careful, careful, careful. Yeah, that's good. I got it. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna stir this. We gotta stir. Ah, it's so mushy. I'd rather use a spoon. Yeah, I want to use a spoon. Come on. Ugh. Gotta scrape it hard. Yeah, this is. Move this so we don't have an accident. Not soggy. As you can see, this is very. Dough. Well, it's gonna be dough. I wonder how this will taste. No, don't. I'm gonna do it. That's so squishy and salty.
The 100-acre wood.
Is that how you
where
respond to their challenges?
Christopher Robin play. I thought we were having a picnic, so I'd give us the
We
perfect
are.
song for
but I
our
want to
game.
acknowledge that we really enjoyed their videos too, right? Because you like watching them.
Yeah, that was
were
great.
awesome.
It was a great theme song for those videos.
It was.
Also,
It was. Thank you so much for
Winnie
sending your
the
videos in.
Pooh, Winnie the Pooh.
I think everything just makes him want to sing all the
Oh,
time.
absolutely. The hills are alive with the sound.
of music.
Oh, you got it.
Okay. Cool. Sweet. Hey, let's have our picnic now, okay?
Let's
You
do
guys,
it.
Deal.
all right, so here's the challenge, guys. You at home, you guys are going to watch us, and you're going to try to pick the prices too. But play this game with your parents and your siblings and even your stuffed animals, right, Fed?
Please, am I a hamster?
Yeah, sure. If
My
they can guess
hamster loves to
prices.
play. Yeah, but hamster's really
Doesn't
good.
watch
at
the price of right.
My hamster, I'll come into the living room, and my hamster's just watching The Price is Right all the
Hey,
time.
you know
and
what?
I'm just like, wow.
I've got a dog at home, and his name is Bob Barker.
Bob Barker! That's the coolest thing.
That's
No,
awesome.
I don't, but that's a good dog name, right? Anyway,
What is it?
hey, so let's jump right in here, okay?
All right.
So you guys are gonna guess the prices at home and
Sweet.
play this game with your friends and send us in those videos so we can watch them next week, okay?
Please do.
All right, so the first one I got, I'm gonna grab my little cheat sheet because I've got the prices here, okay? All right, so we've got chewy yogurt granola bars. You see that?
Gotcha.
How much you guys think the granola bars are? They're for this box.
So, Sophia, at home, I know you're watching, Sophia. How much do you think a granola bar costs? $50 billion?
Wow, that's
Wow, Sophia, that's a high number. But I was gonna go even higher. I was gonna think 100 billion.
wow, that's expensive granola bars.
But a granola bar is so good. What do
Right.
you think, Pat Attack?
$6.
$6.
$6 trillion?
Just 6.
Just $6. Okay.
So I think Pat Attack's probably the closest.
Oh, really?
Because the grand total is $498, you guys.
Oh, so
he was
Sophia
pretty
and I
close.
were a little off.
Just
It's okay,
a
Sophia.
smidgen. So
I
Pat,
was
these are
way
yours.
higher.
That's a deal.
There you go.
Wow!
All
That's
right.
awesome.
You guys ready? Here we
I'm
go.
glad
We're
you
gonna
believe
move
in
along.
sharing.
All right. So I got some who likes peanut butter? I love peanut butter.
That's like
Yes.
my favorite food.
Peanut butter is awesome, and it's got a lot of protein.
All right, Matthew.
So
I'm hearing you
ready?
at home.
Peanut butter. How much is it for this big old jar of peanut
Matthew,
butter?
you think 2 cents? 2 cents.
Okay.
I was gonna go 1 cent. 1 cent. 1 cent.
1 cent.
1 penny.
Okay. You've watched a lot of Price
Uno
is Right.
penny.
40 nickels.
40 nickels. Wow. You can do math. wish I was as good as you.
You can be.
I can?
You are just as good as me.
How much is 40 nickels for those out there who don't know what 40 nickels is?
Let me see. 1 nickel is 5 cents.
Uh-huh.
Okay. If 100 cents is $1,
Oh.
that means 20 nickels would be in $1.
Uh-huh.
40 nickels must be
$2. Nice, Pat Attack.
$2.
You're
Okay.
actually the closest because it's $1.27.
Oh.
Even cheaper?
Matthew and I were
So
a
there
little
you
off.
go.
That's okay, Matthew at home.
All right, here
it's
we go.
okay.
Eat them both
We're
together.
gonna keep moving along. Fetch, I need you to get one of these items so you can have
Okay.
something for our picnic, okay?
Okay, cool.
All right, so I've got some maple syrup. You guys like pancakes?
Oh, yes! I love pancakes.
Pancakes. Make
Lots
a
of
big
butter
old
and
thing
syrup.
of
Tons
good.
of sugar.
So,
And
how
when-
much?
When I eat tons of sugar, I go bouncing off the walls like Tigger.
Like you
So
do all
much
the time?
fun.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Probably a little too much sugar before the show, too.
Probably.
Yeah, it's okay. Hey, how much for the syrup, guys? A big old thing of pancake syrup.
Sam, you think $2?
What do you
$2?
guys
That's
think?
probably better accurate. I was gonna go right back to that $1 trillion mark because maple syrup's the greatest thing ever. So I'm gonna say $2 trillion.
$2 trillion.
Yeah, but Sam said $2.
Oh, $2 trillion. How much do you think, Pat Attack? He's already digging into
Hey,
his
you're
food.
eating there. I like that.
How much for this maple syrup?
What?
Maple syrup? Do you want the maple syrup?
Oh, I was eating. Sure.
How much?
$50.
$50.
$50. So Sam said $2. I say $2 trillion, and you say $50.
$50.
Sam's actually right.
Sam, you're at home.
Because it's $2.50, so you can phone a friend. You
All
get
right,
this maple
Sam.
syrup.
There you go, buddy. I was trying
Easy.
to throw it out to Sam there,
Easy
but it's okay.
there, man.
It's okay.
We don't want to break it, you know? We want to have our
I
pancakes
was trying
later.
to throw it to Sam.
Okay, I
There's
understand.
the video.
What's next?
All right,
What's
we
next?
got 2 more things. You guys ready?
I don't think that was gonna work though.
We got roasted garlic mashed potatoes.
Roasted garlic mashed
Instant mashed potatoes.
I love preservatives.
How much for the instant mashed potatoes?
Preservatives are the greatest.
What is it? Instant mashed potatoes.
I don't know. I can't think. You go.
It seems like a smaller type of item, not as okay. But it probably makes so much. Just a little thing.
I'll give you a hint. It's a pretty good deal.
$1
Uh-huh.
and 13 cents.
Okay, what you got?
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go with $2.72.
Ooh, Pat Attack. You're closest. It's $1.
Oh!
He was
I missed it by
close.
13 I thought I was learning how to
Yes.
play.
That was good.
I
That was
still
good.
lost it.
I wanna
don't
get one
have any
exactly
food.
right.
All right.
hungry.
Do you guys like juice?
Love juice.
I don't have juice,
Apple
but
juice?
this thing can
Cran
make
apple
juice. It's an
Cranberry
orange.
juice.
An orange. You guys like
Grape
I
orange?
didn't know oranges had the ability to make juice.
They can.
Where do they work?
You squeeze them.
Yeah.
probably
Can I
don't
try?
No, don't do that.
Oh, okay.
We gotta see how much it costs.
Oh, okay,
right?
yeah.
So how much does it cost, guys?
I love oranges. And they've got vitamin C in them, which can help you feel healthy. So having that vitamin in there must make it worth like a lot of money.
Okay, how much you think?
I'm going $500.
$500. Okay, what do you think, Pat Attack?
$1.
$1. Okay.
Paris, you're
13 cents.
Oh, $1.13.
I think last time I had it, I think this one's $1.13.
Okay.
Paris, you're thinking 75 cents for the orange. Paris, you might be spot on.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is actually 76 cents.
Wow, Paris!
So she was
1
only
cent
off
off?
by
That
a
was awesome.
cent.
Wow!
That's great. Let's not throw it to her this time.
But I was,
We'll put it right
Yeah.
here.
that's for you, Paris.
Yeah,
That's for you,
perfect.
Paris.
All right. Hey, that was a fun game, right?
That was
Yeah.
awesome.
But what does it tell us about Jesus? How much would you guys pay for Jesus?
Oh, I don't
Jesus
have
didn't need any maple syrup in the stories.
Yeah,
He didn't.
He didn't eat orange juice.
So
He never got sick.
We tried to figure out how much all these items costed, right? But Jesus is worth
Costed?
any cost.
Costed.
He's worth any cost.
Costed. Costed's not a word.
Jesus is worth any cost,
Oh,
Fetch.
there we go. There
Isn't
you
that
go.
great?
Hey, it is great. That is
Worth
wonderful
any
news.
cost.
Any cost.
Like the most amount of money that I could ever think
because
of.
guys, listen to this. People were willing to give their lives for Jesus. He was worth their life.
Worth their
because they
life.
loved Jesus so much.
So Jesus was worth more than 3,209 billion trillion quadrillion dollars?
And 63 cents.
And 63 cents.
Exactly, can't forget the cents.
Definitely Jesus is worth way more than that.
Absolutely.
He created money, ultimately.
That was a good game though, wasn't it?
That was a
lot of
wonderful
fun.
game.
I'm
And I
still
love
really
playing
hungry.
with all my friends
that-
out there.
Is it thundering again?
So,
Are you
my
scared of
friends at
thunder?
home, this would be a really cool game to play at home with your friends and family members. So please send in your videos. I want to see if you're accurate, how accurate you are with guessing the cost of the things in your home and having a picnic like we did with our friends in Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah. All right. Hey, that's all we got for today. We'll see you guys next week, okay?
Yes!
I'm DJ Shawnee D.
I'm Pat Attack.
And I'm Fed Japoo.
Interesting. See you guys next week.
Did it really
And
just
then
stop?
just like 3 minutes later, just like pop it up.
Maybe we can add something.
You would be like a backup dancer with the purple hair.
I don't know what I would do as a background. I don't know why instinctively I was just like, that's not right though. That's not right. All right.
Jesus, I have decided.
I love cutting off just songs.
All right.
Choices. Oh wait, no.
I had something like. Roll footage over. We're back.
It's me dancing. That's me as a background dancer right
That's
there.
Bigfoot off of the Goofy movie.
That's the show.
Oh, that's right. I love that.
when he's got the Walkman on and he's like,
so good. So good. That one song lasted so long, I didn't know what to do. I was like,
that's why I just started grooving with it. Well, there's no way to stop him, so I'm just gonna lean into it.
forever.
When fear is coming, still you're calling me. When faith is lost and my hope exhausted, you will be my strength. When my mind says I'm not